Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. Look, I'm not even gonna. I don't even know how to set this off. This is politics. A whole wild week. Like, look, let me tell y'all how this go down. Saturday, I'm doing the show, Universe of Soul joint, foreign music. I'm playing joints. Somewhere along the line, something happens and I mess up. I catch on to the mess up. I'm like, oh snap. Around this time, I'm getting hit up on my phone. So I'm assuming people are going, yo, yeah, that was nasty. What happened? What's going on? So I dismiss all that. I'm gonna keep pushing along. Like, I'm gonna make this work. Which, by the way, it wasn't a bad show. That's not even the point. Point is, when it's done, I'm like, cool, I'll face the music. Jump on. I have 3 messages. None of them say anything about me messing up. I'm hearing, what I'm reading is, yo, somebody taking shots at Trump. Yo, they're shooting at Trump. You know, it's on live television, Trump got sniped at. Like, what? Nah, this ain't real. This is the generation we're in. I don't go to Google. I don't go to Bing. I don't go to CNN. I don't go to Fox. I don't go to MSNBC. I don't go to C-SPAN. I don't go to CBS, ABC. I go straight to social media. And I see it in live time. Or where, you know what I mean? They got the whole joint. And I'm like, yo, this is wild. That is the set off for the whole week. The RNC, Republican National Convention, this week. The whole vibe is crazy. Now, first and foremost, let's just put it out there. Nobody wants anybody to get hurt, shot at, killed. This ain't the 60s. This ain't the 1960s where that was like the thing to do. You know how many people got shot at or died in the 1960s? Blacks, whites, like the whole civil rights thing and anything that's, was ridiculous. We're past that. It's 2024. So it's like, yo, that's wild. Now, here's what I'm going to tell y'all for real. I thought maybe I should just record something Sunday about this. Sunday came and I was like, and you're starting to see some stuff pop up. So I'm like, no, let me fall back. I don't want to go out here ignorant and blind and just off of emotion, which there's nothing wrong with that. But there's crazy stuff like when you say things and then you got to walk it back. It's a humbling experience. And then it's like, oh, Monday. Okay. Tuesday. Now, if you asking me, and I know you're not, and you might be wondering, what was your take on this? First glance, looks fake. Sorry. And the thing is, it's not because it looks fake. Like, let's put the fact that it looks too stagey to the side. There's so many inconsistencies with human nature going on. Like, shots are being fired. Nobody's scattering. There's a young lady that has her phone out. Another dude's reaching for a phone. Nobody's behind ducking. Nobody's really moving around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's just put it out there. That it looks fake. If it's fake, that's the saddest thing in the world. If it's not, that's 10 times crazier, because that is lunacy right there. Like, why? You know what I mean? Again, and you can't tell because it's Trump. You know, if it had been anybody but Trump, you take it a little seriously. And when it's Trump, you're just like, I don't know. And he does that for you. And that's the crazy part. Like, when you watch the video, it looked staged. It looked like there was so much going on. The mic just happened to still be hot. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that went on. My man wanted to hold on, don't take me off yet. I gotta show the people it's all good. What are we doing? What's going on? It just felt too crazy, right? Shots fired, he really wasn't hit, you move him out the way ASAP. There's no hanging out and clear and let's all get up in unison nah, you sweeping him out the way. You pushing people out the way, like move, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? People are supposed to be in panic mode, and everybody, like, there's a video of the people in the front row just looking. There's footage of them. Like, nobody really scattered. And you think about it, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's echoing off, so it could be coming from anywhere. Yeah, he saw that one joint, and everybody is now saying that. Like, what if it was more than one person shooting? People were just chilling. Man, I go up into any place right now and pop a balloon the wrong way. People are scattering, ducking, scattering, trying to figure out what's going on. They're sitting there. The ducking and stuff seemed minimum. That's what makes you go, they didn't react right. And I know that seems like a terrible critique, because in the heat of the moment, shock hits more than anything. You know, more people die from the shock of not knowing where to go or being frozen and can't move. People catch it. That's how people get shot. Not, you know what I mean? It happens. But all of them? Everyone? Just frozen together like, what do we do? There's some black people that were out there. You know, we run. We're out. Like, nah, son, I'm out. Pew. We don't stand around. We ain't about that. Like, ooh, let's see where it's happening. No. Get up out of Dodge. Holler at y'all later. I'm getting in my car. I'm gonna talk about it when I get home. You know what I'm saying? I'm live streaming as I'm driving away. Yo, I was just there. They was shooting, man. I got up out of there. Everybody's still sitting there. That's crazy. I'm not about that life, man. I don't know where that was coming from. Don't know how many people it is. I got up out of there. That's what we do. That's how that works. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And the more information that comes out and came out, switched the whole narrative. And that was the good thing about sitting back and watching this play out, because you went out and you watched it go from, oh snap, hopefully it's not a person of color, because the rumor was it might have been a person of color at first. I remember seeing that. Then you find out it's a white dude. He's a Democrat. That was the thing. The Republicans were ready to make this a party war. He's not a Democrat. He's a Republican. He's a straight super duper conservative. Oh. Now all the blame falls on the security. You can't make it about the party. You know what I mean? That piece is taken off the chessboard. Can't do that. Another white guy loner who was bullied. You know what I mean? Totally conservative. Maybe he lost his faith in Trump and wanted to do something about it. We're not going to talk about that, because now you got to talk about that mental health endangering guns. They shifted everything over to the security. The Republicans didn't know what to do. The Republicans were fired up, and they wanted to, again, make it a party fight. Democrats were quick to go. The president was like, we don't condone that. This is America. We don't do that. We don't settle our issues this way. This is not how we do it. This is not the America that I live in. This is not the America that I'm the president. This is not. No. We condemn that right there. Throw that out. You got Nancy Pelosi saying similar stuff. Democrats were like, yo, this is not America, man. You can't do that. This is not what we do. Biden calls one of the victims, the only person that died, the widow of that man. And she's like, nah, my husband wouldn't want me to talk to him. I'm going to vote for Trump. Trump ain't called. Trump didn't ask how the two injured people were. Playing golfing. Like I said, sitting back and watching everything play out was even crazier, because you were watching the tone shift, which then leads you to the RNC. And everything became about unity. We gotta unite as one, not just as a party, but try to as a country. Did you see what happened? And you know why they said that? Because the opposition is a group of people who you could say the Democrats failed everybody all the time. They do. That's just what it is. But one thing you can't say is they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I saw Republicans go, "Oh, they out here doing that stuff, man." And people had to check these people. People had to check these people. This isn't some new dance for them. Here's what the Democrats are deep down. And for people who are listening, yes, we're going to make this a race thing. Democrats are the awkward white people who care not too much, but they care enough. They care enough to always try to be there. And it's awkward most of the time. It's awkward 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth, that's the Democrats trying to go, look, we're dressed in African robes. Like, we're trying to, it's just not good enough for us to go, we're going to make this a thing. We want to try to relate to you. Hey, look, we'll do this. We'll do that for the Spanish people. We'll do this for the Asian people. That's what they do. Every time something jumps off, they're the first ones going, condolences. 9/11, condolences. When the people were attacking Middle Easterners, they were the ones going, it's not all of them. I need to stop. It wasn't just them, by the way. Yes, it was also Bush. But they were the ones out front saying that stuff. When these unarmed people of color, mostly black, find themselves dead, when murder happens, it's the Democrats going, this is unacceptable. School shootings, mass shootings, public shootings. It's the Democrats going, this is not acceptable. I feel for the victims. Our condolences go out to the family of the victims. This is not new. This isn't some, oh, look what they trying to do now. They trying to act like they care. This has always been part of the MO. This is what they do. Republicans, had this had been Biden, yes, politicians would have been like, can't believe y'all missed. Try next time. Do better next time. Politicians would have said that. The world is out here tripping on Jack Black. That would have been a politician's comment. That might have been Marjorie Taylor's comment. You probably would have heard that goofiness from her. Now, the Republicans, they're like, yo, we're unified. We're together on this. And they got the whole band together. They got the whole band together. They did a reunion tour. They had people who shouldn't be there. They had all kind of stuff. Like, could you imagine when the DNC jumps off and there's somebody who got caught out here with this young teenage girlfriend? You're not allowed to come to this building, son. We can't let you here. We can't do this right now. Nah, not you. We can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they said Obama wasn't brave enough to get Hillary as a running mate, and then turned around and got Sarah Palin? They were like, we'll do it. If he was too scared to do it, we'll do it. And let me I'm gonna skip over a lot of stuff, and I gotta come to that point. Sarah Palin wasn't a diverse hire. Actually, that was a needed person. That was an essential piece to a chance at the presidency. All of a sudden, Carmela is a diverse hire. And the people who are saying this are people who aren't even, what's the way to say that? Aren't even worthy to put on her power suit. They're not. They're not worthy enough to put on her pantsuit. It's a bunch of random people who have not traveled the road she has traveled. Politician, DA, made laws, constructed laws, formulated laws, whether they were good or bad, came up with projects to make sure that people stayed out of prison. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go back. Reform projects. This isn't a diverse hire. This is a highly educated woman of color. And the people who are complaining about her aren't even on the same playing field with her. Their resume doesn't even stack up to hers at all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Robert Stouffer, Tim their resumes. What y'all doing in life right about now? Well, I work at a speedway. What you doing? Well, right now I you know what I'm saying, I'm a gopher at City Hall. Okay. What do you do? I'm a janitor at the baseball field. They're not on the same level as her, but will speak on her as if she's beneath them. That's a diversity hire. They only got her because she's a diversity hire. Diversity hire. The people who are telling you that their resumes don't even stack up to hers are former president and his newly elected vice president. Their resumes together don't stack up to hers. What are we talking about? But it sounds good. It sounds good. Now, getting back to this whole thing about unity, and it must hurt. Because the problem is, that's a united front politically. Look, they had Amber Rose. We're not even going to talk about Amber Rose in this thing. The other thing I want to talk about, but they had her, and they had her fumbling her words. Here's the problem with all politicians. Here's the problem with a lot of people. It's already out there. You've already said something. You've already put the game out there. Now she's no longer black, supposedly. Which something that she said. Then she said, well, my people have always wanted to pass. But there's so many contradicting statements from her. She says she found her people. The Republicans try to paint her as something more than what she is. She's basically famous groupie. She's a famous groupie / baby mama. And here's the wild part. She's somehow renouncing the black culture. Black people put you in that position. Let's keep it a buck. The saddest part of the last 10 to 15 years is not even 15. Last 20 years. Let's keep it a buck. Last 20 or so years, because it's now 2024. Last 20 years or so, we have made video vixens popular. Like, to the point we know video vixens' names. Like, I don't know the chick who played the blind broad in Hello Video with Lionel Richie. Nor did we care. You know what I'm saying? We didn't care. We didn't know none of those chicks who was with the guitar and stuff for the one dude video, you know what I'm saying, where he had all black and they got the shades on and they swaying back and forth, fake instrument and play. We ain't know their names. Nor did we care. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden, now we got to know their names. We have to know their names. That transformed into, oh, yo, you know this rapper girlfriend? Nah. You know this rapper's girlfriend is there with a whole nother rapper? Nah. You know these two rappers are beefing because she left with one dude after being with this other dude. Huh? Nah. You know now she pregnant. What? Nah. What are we talking about? That's all of them. Amber Rose is no different than Black China. No different than any of these chicks on these housewives of pick a place. That's where we are. These people are more famous than actual people with talent that we actually absorb their talents. Actors, writers, playwrights, you know what I'm saying? Musicians, singers, DJs, MCs. Pat Sajak retired. Man, you wouldn't know who Pat Sajak's wife is if you saw her. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Alex Trebek passed away. If you said something crazy about Jeopardy and some white woman came up to you and said something, you'd be like, who are you? I'm Alex Trebek's wife. You wouldn't know. We know rappers, athletes, actors, baby mamas, ex-wives, ex-girlfriends. We know these people. These people make the rounds. She was one of them. On the joint, they were like model and influencer. She's an actress and model. She's a this and that. Like, she's a model and influencer. There's so many titles for her, except for the one that it really is. Groupie / baby mama. BET is the place that gave her a chance to have a show. That's what I'm like. And everybody's upset. Don't be upset. It is what it is. Take her. She wasn't productive to the culture. She wasn't productive for the people. Slut walks are not productive movements. You know what I'm saying? You might as well take. Matter of fact, you go, hey, can you please come get Sexy Red and a couple of these other chicks? Get rid of them all. Thank you. Take that over there. And like Candace Owens and anybody else, once you say something that goes against what they want to hear, you're black blibbity blip all day. Black blibbity blip. Oh, this, that, and the third. They gonna let you really know where they stand on it. You know what I mean? Now, let's get to these black people of color politicians who, first of all, I'm gonna take Wampasampi out the picture because I got to focus on these brothers. I don't know if these brothers were in a meeting with someone and they said, hey, I want you all to give me civil rights, Negro pastor vibes. Because they all came off like they were giving their best civil rights, I'm at church vibe. They were all giving me fake Al Sharpton in the 80s with the gold chain tracksuit, hair permed back vibes. They were all giving me fake Martin Luther King vibes. This was so fake. I don't know how many times each of these black men praised God for Donald Trump's existence. What? What? Is that really the only thing that black people should be known for when it comes to the Republicans? To make sure that you're God-fearing Christians? What happened to the pizza guy? I know he's dead. I know. Don't front. But I like the pizza guy. The pizza guy didn't have to do that. The pizza guy just said what he had to say and was like, yo, boom. This is just pandering. Now you bring in Wampasampi, who's pandering. And then my man goes out here and gets the enemy to be his vice president running mate. Imagine that. Imagine that. Now here's the connect the dot thing. He has to do that. He has to do that because they just finished trying to mutilate, sodomize, denigrate, desecrate, destroy Kamala Harris's whole career by calling her a diverse hire. Every single person of color, Nikki Haley included, every single one of those politicians should have known that rhetoric was going to seep over and affect any chances you had. Like, it was already not going to be a thing, but now that's a bigger excuse. Well, we can't really now because, we just finished talking about how diverse hires. Y'all gonna look like a diverse hire. We can't have that now, can we? Nah, I guess you're right, Daddy. No, it was cool putting my tongue all over there and up in there and around there and licking your boots. I was grateful for the opportunity. I was just thinking, foolish me. Then he pops his forehead and they walk off with the boo-boo face. You know what I mean? Like, common sense would have told you, oh, we're not going to get this because they've been talking bad about Kamala Harris for a minute. Like, they've been going in on her like, yo, she's a diverse hire. What can she really? She wouldn't even have that position if she wasn't a black woman. What do you think they were going to do for you? And going back to Wampasampi, because Aunt Coulter told him, my man is delusional. That's where he's at. He's in a place of being delusional. And I told y'all he was the new Bobby Jindal. He was the new Bobby Jindal. The problem with Bobby, and it took Bobby Jindal the last primary for it to kick in. It sounds good, but it's not. No, you're not. That's when the Kendrick Lamar, look, they should have been playing in the green room because I'm pretty sure the black brothers, after they did the go around, hey, how you doing, they all found themselves in the same corner. There should have been a spot isolated for them where the speakers and all they heard was, they not like us. You know what I'm saying? Not like us. That's all you should have. Metro on the beat. That's what you all day. And who knows? It probably wouldn't even click to them. Yeah, you're not like them. Trust me. If they were a white male, it would be a competition and you'd be trying to figure out which one of these dudes do you get. Which one of these great qualified dudes do you get? Instead, he went with a guy who spent a good portion of his political career hating on Trump. Called Trump Hitler. Now, let's not get it twisted. Vance is trash in his own right. He's out here, he's an Ohio dude. He's an Ohio dude who took Ohioans by storm by going, dirty white trash who made something out of himself. That sounds great till you do the homework. This man went to a great school. He did a lot of great things. It wasn't all like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I cooked. It wasn't none of those. It wasn't Breaking Bad. I cooked some meth to get my college money up and then I went to college. No. Nah. He had it. It wasn't as bad as he thought, as he made it out to be. He was from that area, but it wasn't as bad as he made it out to be. You know what I'm saying? So bad. This guy is so evil. He started a GoFundMe about cancer. Took the proceeds from that joint and then put it into his campaign. This is Trump's running mate. This isn't Sarah Palin and McCain. These two dudes are literally going to mastermind some stuff together. And people aren't going to vote. I mean, I'm watching people who have adamantly been against Trump. Now I go, I don't know. I don't know. Because they're like, I don't know, like, I'm all about my finances. Biden's the reason why we got inflation. Biden's not the reason why we have inflation. Corporate greed and the COVID is why we got inflation. That was anybody that told you once they started lifting up all those bans and everything that the prices weren't going to go up, you're an idiot. If you didn't think that the prices would go up, you're an idiot. I've been in many cities where the electricity went out and the power went out and it's been down for about a week or two, and they're telling you, you know what I'm saying, when you can get some, if you're one of the lucky ones who do get your electric going, or you weren't affected, you see them go, yeah, they're bringing in people from other cities and other spots to work on this. Oh, my electric bill about to be crazy. They got to pay these people. They got to pay. My electric is about to be ridiculous for no reason. Springtime, fall, when you know you're not using your AC or your heat. You know you're not using your AC or your heat and you're going out a little more because the weather is nice. Out of 7 days a week, outside of your 5 days of work. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even go straight home. You might go home later. So you probably actually, outside of the using of the actual just it's generating within your house, the using part, there's no lights on. There's no TVs on. There's no heat. There's no AC. Windows open. There's no fans. This is spring and autumn. But that storm just hit and knocked some joints out. You're still paying like $300. Like, what? But you understood that. You knew that. Like, oh, I ain't giving y'all $300. I'm gonna give y'all like $150. That's about an average around this time of the month, time of the year. Y'all want to pay them dudes, just dip it to your bigger bank. Don't be trying to get it from me. You ain't gonna get it from me, homie. I'm gonna wait till the super winter hit, then I'm gonna pay, cause then I know I'll use that much. I know I ain't used $300 worth of electricity. You out your mind. We know that. We understand that. We get that. COVID happened. These prices was gonna go crazy. We knew that. Anybody that tells you they ain't know that, they stupid. I'm telling you. The problem isn't that it went up. The problem is it kept going up. Then it got ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Glade has been 97 cents for years. Almost 10 years. 97 cents. 97. That same bottle is now $3. No one can explain that to you, how something that has been 97 cents for forever is now $3 and some change, depending on where you at. Nobody's explaining that to you. But what we do is go, that's on Biden. That's on corporate America. That's on us for not voting. Do you not understand? We are at war. Sister Soldier, all the stuff that she was talking about that was going to happen, all the stuff, remember all that stuff you was hear rappers say in their songs? We're there now. All that stuff they would say in these movies, we're there now. We're here now. This is about to happen. This is about to go down. They have 2 rulings that hit the Supreme Court. One is that you can't be homeless. You can't be being homeless is now a crime, which I keep telling y'all, if we really wanted to stop it, we could do it. Criminalize it is just a problem. That's not the only problem. The next big problem is there will no longer be reopening cases where people have already been convicted. Wrongful convictions will just have to sit. We're not going back over cases to look at stuff. Oh no, we were wrong. We're not doing that anymore. And to me personally, this is me personally speaking, a lot of that falls on the money that they give out, the bad reputation that entails, that has to now be placed on the DA and has to be placed on these people. Do you know how they see us? Is that's the joint? How they see us is the Netflix joint about the Central Park 5, right? And that lawyer who was so busy trying to get these children convicted on a crime that they didn't commit. The council culture hit her up. The negativity that she faced. Do you know she sued Netflix and won? And I get it. That was you back in the 80s. You're not that person anymore. But to go, this is really affecting my life. It should. Because now this is the truth. This is the way it played out. It should. There should be some repercussions. That's the thing. They don't want that anymore. These lawyers should be held accountable. These cops should be held accountable. The process should be held accountable. You know what I mean? Now they're going, nah, we're not going back over that. We're good. We're good. We're good. And I can't tell you what the rate is. I could look it up and go, hey, what's the percentage on how many people really get their cases overturned because they were really not guilty? I'm pretty sure it's high. And I'm pretty sure I could even say it's a 50-something% thing. Either way, 50-something this way or 50-something that way. It's very tight. It's a very tight margin. We know this. We know this to be true. It's a very tight margin. The fact that people have lost decades. And the blame has to go somewhere. And I think that's the thing. At this time, right now, the system is being called out more than it has ever been called out before. And the Supreme Court is like, we're going to stop all that. No, we're good. You know what I mean? Yeah, you were innocent. We're good. That's where we are right now. This RNC thing, it was wild. And they were trying their best to unify. You had a union leader. You had a dude who runs the union somewhere show up. What? He's like, yo, in 100 or something years since we've existed, we've never been here. This is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Republicans hate unions. Then they brought these people in. You know why? They look like it's a united front. It's the people that are like, nah, I'm good. People didn't cheer while that man was speaking. The politicians are like, we doing this. The people are like, nope, I ain't for this. Then your man's last night, because this is Thursday, your man's last night, then your man's comes out. They had one dude come out who just went into this whole send them back thing, and the crowd ate it up. This isn't unity. This isn't unity. Matter of fact, I got something I want to say because I'm out here in Ohio. And they have these commercials. I don't know this dude's name, but they're trying so best. Like, even their Photoshop of them together is so awkwardly, like, obvious that they were never together. But there's always this scene where they're showing droves of Hispanics walking. And I'm just thinking to myself, if I was a person and that was the thing that's the thing I don't want my America, because look at that. I'm going to tell you now, the common sense in me would be like, you know what we need to do? Catch up with our local politician and have us drive to this place. I want to see this. I want to see this right here, because I've seen other video where it's just about a handful of people. You know what I'm saying? It's a classroom full of people. It's not even enough people to fill up an auditorium that you see trying to with the videos of the real stuff. It's usually like 30 or so people, 40 or so people. This commercial has hundreds of people walking. And it's like, where is this happening? What part of the border is this taking place at? It's a game. And the Republicans have all united, and we're going to go with Trump. Trump is so power hungry that he is okay with these loonies running the asylum. The stuff that they're saying, the stuff that they're about, it's crazy. Like, again, even as a child, I never understood why your perception, your hatred in Georgia can affect somebody's life in Seattle. People that you'll never meet. I don't want them gays to get married. How many gay couples you know? I don't really know that, but I just think it's nasty. Okay. All right. People who know gay couples, people who have gay couples in their family, I don't know about it now. I don't know no more now. Why? They have that in their family now. Everybody wants to help their homeless family member. But if their homeless family member is out there on these streets and get locked up, guess who's claiming foul? That family member. That family member who, by the way, also was cool when that law dropped. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if you shouldn't be homeless. We shouldn't have to pay for you. Uncle Ronnie been out here on the struggle for a while now. Not drug addictions, bad investments. You know what I'm saying? The family left because it was like, then he cheated. He thought he was up. He was out here cheating. Boom, boom, boom. Things ain't looking good for Uncle Ronnie. Uncle Ronnie out here on the streets. Uncle Ronnie spent a lot of his time in the library, and then he go here, and then he go there, and then he's trying to ride up to the shelter. Well, I mean, Uncle Ronnie's different. He's not, and that's how you look at it. Uncle Ronnie's different. He's not a dope head. You know what I mean? He can get his foot right. He just needs the opportunity. Some people, Uncle Ronnie don't want that opportunity. Uncle Ronnie feels like this is the punishment that he needs. This is his bottom. He needs to wallow in it for a minute because he played himself. Uncle Ronnie about to get locked up. That's just the way that go. The RNC, it was fascinating. It was fascinating watching them want to play into what happened Saturday, but still downplay what happened Saturday. Only because when you bring that up, you bring up the fact that it was a Republican, heavily conservative young man, not some older dude who's disgruntled with the world and he feel like the tide's turned on him. Younger dude who hasn't even put his feet in and invested, you know what I'm saying, The world owes him nothing yet. At 20, he ain't did nothing yet. Most likely he's still at home doing some goofy stuff at his mama house, at his parents' house. He hasn't been hit with the hardships of the reality of an adult yet. And that's what makes people switch over. Every college kid that was popping off this way and that way, when you catch them at 30 and you catch them at 40 and you catch them at 50, the innocence is gone. The illusion is over. This thought of what a wonderful world this could be, that ain't playing in their head no more. The realities, you know what I'm saying, have now settled in. I'm going to need 2 jobs to take care of my kids, with my woman doing probably 2 jobs to take care, because the cost of living is so crazy high and nobody can tell me why. Blamed it on the cost of living. The RNC really wasn't talking about a lot of that. Them black people who got to speak were too busy praising the fact that he survived. He survived the ear nicking. And I get it. Yeah, he survived because it could have been a lot worse had he turned his head the other way. They spent more of their time talking about that and boo-hooing on black liberals and trying to tell you God will make everything straight versus acknowledging there's some issues. My man from the union didn't. He talked that talk. He was like, yo, we need better wages. We need to do something with these, you know what I'm saying, better hours. We need a lot of stuff. People weren't clapping. They weren't trying to hear that. If Trump becomes president, it's a dictatorship. People just don't understand that. If this man becomes president, it becomes a dictatorship. And everybody, you have so many people worried about, well, I just want to know how much my check's going to be. I want to know what the stock's going to do. I need to know that kind of stuff. Would it matter when your freedoms are gone? And don't get it twisted. We really don't have a lot of freedom. But what little we do have left, it'll be gone. Are y'all not paying attention to the stuff that they're saying is going on? I know if you're listening to this, you're probably thinking, he did a lot of talking, but he ain't saying nothing. The problem is, I'm at the point now where when we speak on politics, you realize, I watched a dude talk to somebody about politics, and people are so into wanting to say what they want to say. I watched a guy talk to 3 different people, and these people are giving you the stuff that they get fed through social media or the stuff that they get fed through the news. Pick one, doesn't matter, because they're all gibberish. And this guy is giving you facts. This guy is reading facts. This guy is giving you stuff from the actual Project 2025. Oh man, and he's telling you, go to the site. This is go look it up. This is on this page. This is what it is. Oh no, man, that's propaganda. You can't talk to people. We can't talk politics anymore. They hear what they want to hear, and that's all that matters. Trump has loyalists. If Biden was out here flirting with underage, teenage beauty pageant contestants, they'd be calling for this man's head. Remember when we were out here listening to them tell you, lock her up? There were people going, somebody should kill her. And this is talking about Hillary Clinton for emails. This man has done far worse than emails, and we just shoulder shrug. Loyalists. You can't have conversations about politics with these people. They don't care. This is their guy. The widow was like, my husband would not be proud of me, would not like it if I took the phone call from Biden. She's voting for Trump. Trump ain't called. Trump's not going to call. that. And let me take that back. He may have called between last night and today. I doubt it. I really doubt it. They don't care. This is their guy. Vance is going to see the comments about his wife. And he's going to just eat that. He's going to take that and keep it pushing. He's going to tell his wife, go in the bathroom, cry about it, redo your face, and come out and smile. We're not going to offend these people. Nikki Haley, who was quick to tell you she don't kiss the ring. She ain't gonna kiss the ring. She kissed a lot more. United Front was the theme, and they did it. They had people who ultimately didn't like this man speak beautifully about this man. Had a person who compared this man to Hitler or said he was the American version of Hitler now be his vice president. Can't make this up. This isn't some House of Cards Kevin Spacey character, which I can't think of my man's name right now. This isn't that kind of suave, slick. I'm pulling a lot of strings, and no. This is, I'm this popular, and if I chose to just break off and start up a whole new party, the Republican Party would be drained dry. You'd be left with about 15% of people that claim to be Republicans. Everybody would roll with me. That's exactly what that would be. They're going to go where I go. And they're like, we don't want that. Please stay here. Y'all remember when he was willing to make his own party? They shut that down quick. They were like, hey, what you need, man? Come on, dog. Come on. Why you can play like that? That's why it's a united front. Because it's not just Trump that's power hungry. They're power hungry. They want this. They need this. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Like I said, it's hard to talk politics because sometimes when people listen, they hear what they want to hear, and you don't want to waste your time talking that talk. But we got to do better as a country. Go out here and vote. And again, I don't care who you vote for. And trust me, I don't even want you worried about the president. Worry about local politics, because it's this local stuff that's going to make everything else run. You don't believe me? Look at Nashville. For the second time that I'm aware of, the Klan has been out there kicking it. You have people going, how does this happen? What's going on? You know how it happened? You want to know how it happens? They filled out the proper paperwork and it was approved. It could be denied. It could be denied by going, no, this is not what Nashville wants to be known for. This is not something that Nashville wants to have here. We're good. No, we're good. You could take that somewhere else. And I'm pretty sure they have probably tried at other places and were denied. Nashville didn't deny them. That's a local politic thing. You need to know who signs off on that, who votes on that, what was the vote on that, and ensure that those people no longer are in City Hall. That's how that goes. But we don't do that. We're so caught up in who's going to be the president that something as close to home ain't even in your periphery. People just sign off on their party. People sign off on what name sounds cool. But that sounds like a cool name. That's the guy. That's the chick. She sounds like she's pretty. That's the chick. These are the people going, yeah, we'll sign off on that. Yeah, and then we want to do another Klan rally, and we're going to stay in here, we're going to do this. Yeah, cool. Do what you want to do. Boom. Sign off on that. They want Nashville to be viewed as a safe haven for the Klan. Politics. And you can't have that discussion with people. Because they'll go, oh man, whatever. No, you just don't pop up and hold a joint like that. For real. Not that organized. This This is organized. This is orchestrated. This is put together. This is, we get here this date and we all do this and then we leave. Ta-da. Somebody signed off on that. They sign off on that kind of stuff. Somebody goes, yeah, man, and then we're going to meet here. Somebody going to be there to go, you guys aren't supposed to be here. This is private property. You can't do this. You can't, You don't believe me? Ask the kids who use skateboards. Well, you guys can't skateboard here. Boom, boom, boom. That's a coming together. Some people got fired from their job and they want to go out and do the... Police come and tell them they got to go. Y'all got to go. You didn't go through the proper procedure to do this. You got to go. Well, yeah, when y'all get the okay, then y'all come back and y'all let us know. And then we'll be all good. Proper procedure. That was voted upon. That was allowed to happen, that thing that's jumping off in Nashville. You can't speak politics with people, man. And it just... And it's a power move too, by the way. That is a power move. I saw a clip where a black dude was like, yo, man, this is happening like right around my house. Power move. This is purposely being done. And the fact that Nashville is okay with it means, no, don't leave Nashville. Vote those people out. Find some people who would not stand for that and bring them in. I've talked too much right now, man. I'm heated. This stuff gets you heated, man. We're going to do the regular. It's going to be a regular episode coming soon. We're just going to holler at y'all then. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. Worldwide. I know this doesn't even affect you worldwide. The world is just watching this and going, what? You ever see that? Like when people be like, yo, I don't know what y'all got going on over there, but that is crazy, son. Like, for real? You Americans. And you're just like, man, y'all got issues too, but not like that. Like, that's just, that is a different thing. Yeah, I guess you're right. So, East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys, thank y'all for doing what y'all do and that's listening to me. I'm sorry, like I said, if this feels like a crazy rant, but sometimes you just gotta vent, you know what I mean? Thank y'all for listening. They say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Please be the best version of you. There's a lot of stuff going on, and we just can't afford to just let this try to turn into this Civil War movie type joint where just everybody's out here fighting. Everybody in the military is trying to figure out how to get in, and we can't let this be that. We got to be bigger than that. Y'all be safe. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.